That's a fantastic mustache you have.
I know, right? It was fabulous. That's why I couldn't like make it something that's better than this.
It's fabulous.
I'm gonna keep this for like the next 3 months. Be like No Shave November, December, January.
Come on. This is my secret project.
It's a secret project, but you told me about it.
Yeah, I also told Colton about it, but I didn't tell anyone during the initial construction.
Wow. Is this tunnel the secret project?
No. This just leads to the secret project. And by the way, you have no idea how hard it was to not die with this.
I've worked with lava before. I'm pretty sure it's difficult. This spot definitely needs, like, rails.
Yeah, this part is going to have rails. This entire tunnel is going to be railed up.
The tunnel since we never use it anymore.
I use it.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Well, like the rails in the tunnel?
No. But I use the tunnel.
I don't know. It's always nice to have gratuitous amounts of rails. So then you can be like, these are the rails that have become obsolete. Why are there no stairs here, man?
Because this is eventually going to have rail. This is eventually going to have rail.
Well, I can leave like one thing a rail.
Supersized portal.
You want to see supersized portal? I made one that was like 64 by 64.
Well, ours isn't that big, but we didn't want guests coming through. This way.
Okay. Well, like this is 4 by 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why'd you make 4 portals?
Because I think it looks nice.
Oh, okay. For me, I just see it as mobs will fall into it much easier. But then again, it is watery.
Yeah, no, turn around. Over here.
Over here? Ouch.
I've been busy.
With your diamond cat?
Yeah, the dive bucket 9001. So all the water inside of these glass walls needs to be not here.
Needs to be gone. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I could use some gravel since you said you had gravel.
I do.
Over here, I see. Well, I have torches, so I can work to get rid of this gravel.
I have torches down there too.
Holy balls! That's deeper than I was expecting.
Don't jump. There's a water drop over here.
Over where? Where are you? I lost you.
Keep following the wall.
Water drop, and I couldn't. Over here. Bonsai. Hey, iron.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bring a pick, damn it. I'll get it later.
That's okay. Look inside this chest.
Where'd you find? Is this just all your? Okay. Alright. Look at you with all your experience. I'll just pick the unenchanted one.
Well, I thought you were going to help me with the gravel.
Maybe? Okay. Well, I need gravel. Here's the gravel.
Up here.
I found it. I can start removing gravel if you need me to.
I figured when the chest runs out, we can start removing piles of gravel.
Okay.
Because this is all the gravel I have. There's chicken in there if you need it. And you don't seem to need armor, but there's armor in there too.
I don't need armor. But yeah. Who knows?
So
you made lines, you crisscrossed this crap.
Yeah, I did it so that way I can work on it one part of a section at a time.
Is there any specific order you want to do?
Nope. I thought I'd get, yeah, really anywhere. Then we'll just start clearing out the gravel as we need more gravel.
Gravel.
What? Rata?
Gravel.
I'm sort of realizing how much more difficult I've made this project. Instead of just clearing out an area, I am with like a pickaxe. which I can put efficiency on. I'm instead clearing out water, which requires copious amounts of gravel or sand. But yeah, once you run out of gravel, we can just clear some of the gravel stacks. I haven't been recording any of this because this is really boring.
Of course. You don't need all that space just taken up with gravel.
Well, I spent a lot of time digging gravel, and then I spent a lot of time placing gravel. And if you noticed all that huge empty space already, I spent a lot of time removing gravel.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness torches are a shortcut for that.
Yeah. Colton actually actually brought a shovel for it. And I was like, no, don't do that. You're wasting a shovel.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to turn into an iron golem farm and a generic mob grinder farm.
Generic isn't they just spawn and float over?
Generic is in it will cover every kind of aggressive mob except for Enderman. Oh, did I disconnect? I might have disconnected. Or something. Yeah, I might have disconnected. Nope, I disconnected. Technical difficulties. So this seems like a good time to ask people how they like their tea. I like mine as chai. Oh. Oh dear. I've gone offline. Just a second.
Good, it isn't me. Yay.
So yeah, I pose a question to the viewers.
Uh-huh.
How do you like your tea?
How do I like my tea?
Yes.
Usually straight, sometimes with honey in it.
What's your favorite kind? Please don't be generic and say Earl Grey. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Earl Grey, but it's kind of boring.
Super generic. I mean, there's this nice one that I got from Trader Joe's. It's like it was pretty much your generic pumpkin spice autumn crap stuff, but it was a pumpkin spice. It's as a person who can't get enough pumpkin spice, autumn is the best time of my life. It's both not too hot, not too cold, and it's filled with pumpkin spice.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And my birthday's in the late parts of it, which is pretty cool.
I tend to like mine plain, but sometimes I'll put a little bit. Sometimes, depending on the kind of tea. Like right now, I've got a chai.
Yeah, I have a really bitter Chinese green tea that I put a lot of sugar in.
But in the case of certain black spice teas, I will put milk in it. British of me.
I don't know. Then again, I did learn to put milk in tea from.
Okay, European of me.
So yeah.
But in the case of like,
everyone knows Europe is just a Britain that doesn't speak English. And when they do speak English, it's British. So of course.
Ooh, I hope we're not offending any of our viewers.
Just a note, I'm being sarcastic. I'm a sarcastic dick. That might offend viewers. That pun right there.
Maybe.
Hurt me.
But yeah, I'm thinking when this is done, like we'll be generating iron ingots for everybody. And hey, free iron ingots.
Yeah. Free iron? Like, don't even have to punch wood anymore. Just free iron.
Yep. But you still have to get your wood planks, so that way you can get the shafts for your tools.
I get it.
I'm glad you do. I don't know how much more obvious I could have made that.
How did you know my tool was made of iron?
Lucky guess. Well, I assume that since you're part robotic, it'd have to be made of some sort of metal.
Yeah, I figured, yeah. I mean, it could have been silicon. Not silicone, that's too wobbly.
That's used for a different artificial thing. That's used for a different artificial thing.
Of course. But it's useful as a a layer on top of everything to keep it from just being cold and stiff.
I'd like to point out that sometimes you want it cold and stiff.
I guess.
So, Colton brought up the idea that we have a third person for this, and then we'd have one person clearing out the gravel, and then we'd have two people placing gravel. And then when the person who cleared the gravel has a full inventory, they come up top and place gravel.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any more gravel than what you saw in the chest and what's already here. I would have used sand because I like placing sand more than I like placing gravel. But as you noticed by the walls, I don't have any sand right now. As much as I'd like to, I just don't have any.
So when are we going to beat this game and make a giant penis? Because everyone knows, in order to beat Minecraft, you have to build a giant penis out of a precious material.
I was thinking that we could make it out of diamond.
Well, that's pretty much how it goes.
That's kind of the pinnacle of rock hard members, isn't it?
Rocks rock harder, or cocks rock harder.
Or make it out of obsidian.
Diamond is more precious.
Yeah,
rocks.
But when I've had this conversation with Colton last night or something. But to be honest, diamond really only has one purpose: to mine obsidian.
Right.
Because everything else you can mine with an iron pick.
Unless you count efficiency as a purpose.
Well, diamond picks don't actually mine too much faster than an iron pick. They just last a lot longer.
Yeah, then again, I have an efficiency bazillion diamond pick that I use for diamond mining. I have to spend the time to get the experience to build it up again, but it's still pretty nice.
Oh, does it have? Is it almost broken?
What? It's not always broken.
Almost broken.
No. Almost broken for that means it still has 200 blocks it can break. How
much experience does it take to refill it?
37.
37 levels?
Level 37.
Holy cow. It's a good thing we've got that zombie grinder.
It still takes an hour to get to level 30 in the zombie grinder. I checked.
The idea is you AFK by it, and then go do something else.
And then kill everything?
Yeah.
Well, then I've been doing it wrong.
Well, if we got lucky, we wouldn't have had that problem. But the zombie and skelly spawners are just slightly too far away from each other. But
does the Silk Touch pick let you pick up a spawner?
No, you cannot pick up spawners. Otherwise, I'd carry a Silk Touch pick with me everywhere and slowly accumulate a whole bunch of cave spider spawners, and then I'd prank someone by placing them all around their base.
Do that to me and I'd quit the server.
Well, it's a good thing that you can't silk touch those, can you?
Nope. A good thing that is.
But you can see why I haven't really been recording this.
Yep. But at least you have me to keep you entertained now.
Yeah, I've got someone to banter with.
So I got into Might and Magic, that card game.
Yeah?
Yeah, I enjoy it. Might and Magic card game thingy. It's nice because I don't have to like find people to play it with.
That's good.
Though it still runs on the same buy boosters and cross your fingers in the roulette wheel. But it also has a system called I don't even remember, like Witch Stones or something, where you trade in a certain number of those to get a specific card you want. You get like 3 per booster, I think, something like that. And basic cards are worth 1.
Ah.
So
Okay.
it minimizes the amount of even unlucky people can still get the cards they want.
Unlike in like Magic, where it just costs money.
Yeah, and apparently there's like the boosters have an algorithm. So like in a box, you can just open 4 of the boxes, put in the cards that you found in an app, and then it'll tell you what's in the box.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of McCheaty.
Yeah, that's why I assume they don't do it at like retail stores, but say on eBay when they're selling boxes for hella cheap. They've already got all the money cards out.
Right.
I can see people who bought the boxes to get the good cards doing that, because then they'll do that, get the good cards, and then sell the boxes to recoup a little bit more loss.
So what's left of the box that they know that they don't want?
Yeah.
The flat cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been fond of that part. Of like algorithms. Like, you see that sometimes in Magic, but when you see it in Magic, it's like, oh, well, this booster has like 8 of the same cards as this one in the same order, but you have no idea what that means.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Netrunner. That card game is pretty great. Living card games are fun until you get behind, then all your friends have all the cards, and you're like, damn it, now I have to spend $100 to get all the cards.
Yeah.
But then again, you can find like 1 or 2 boosters that have cool cards in them, and you know exactly what's in there, so then you can just get the ones that you want in order to build the deck. You don't have to feel obligated to have every card.
Yeah. So I take it you just don't have anyone to play Magic with?
I just haven't been interested in playing Magic. Like, I have my few decks, but otherwise I don't have any of my cards. Because I decided to use that binder for Netrunner.
Good use there, actually.
Yeah. I just sold the cards for like $20, because I didn't have any like good rares. The rares I did have like dropped in price once the new set came out or something.
Yeah,
They weren't very high
happen.
price when I got them.
Yeah, that can happen.
What's his face that deals damage back to people? In the last set. Not the latest, but the one before it.
The
Guild pack stuff.
Boros Reckoner?
Yes, that guy.
He's worth like $18.
He was worth 5 when I got it.
But he's worth like 18.
Now?
Yeah.
So in a year he's changed his price twice?
Well, actually his price was higher than 20.
Yeah, it
for a
started
short.
at 20 and then it was like 5 after when I got him. I looked it up. $5.
When did you look him up?
Last year when the latest set came out.
Because his price did go up a little bit.
Meh.
Ooh. Am I having connection issues
Netrunner
again?
has a funner mind game. No, that's just the server.
Nah.
I was lagging at the same time. You place 4 blocks and they didn't float down for a few seconds. But Netrunner is great because there's such a huge mind game and the meta game can change so much. It isn't like Magic where it's like, oh, this like Magic has the mind game.
If you're blue.
In their hand. And there's so much of Netrunner is knowledge. Like knowledge is power in Netrunner. Whereas in Magic it's more like, do I have a better combo set or something?
Well,
do I have a deck that can handle any situation?
No deck can handle any situation.
Any situation until the other person has a deck that handles the situation that their deck is.
Okay. I'm gonna go down
it
and.
Just feels like everything's much more soft in Netrunner. You don't know what's happening until.
I'm gonna go down and start collecting gravel.
Yeah, I have like 2 stacks left. The one bummer about Netrunner is that it's pretty much 2-player only.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, because Magic it can get fun when you have like 5 players and you don't know what's going on.
Or more. I played a 15-player game once. We had 3 people taking turns at the same time.
That's kind of crazy.
It was. I lost. I don't feel
threatening early on.
No. The other way around. I was too passive early on. People decided to take out some of the weak people early on because in that particular version, we were playing where it's a point value system. The more people you take out, I should have been more aggressive.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I came in like 4th place, which isn't too bad.
Out of 15 for sure.
But it definitely was a lot less aggressive than I should have been.
I don't know. It isn't a great deck, but it is really fun just because of all the fun. The one I have, Biovisionary.
So,
what?
Red Dragon Inn 4 is coming out soon.
I heard.
Boat theme.
Boat theme?
Boat theme.
Boat theme. So they're on a boat.
It's going fast.
I hear.
I like their navigator.
Is he another playable character?
Yeah, the navigator's a playable character. She can't see.
That sounds like Red Dragon Inn to me.
She's blind. She has second sight, but she's blind.
That's fair. Gotta get
I'd actually prefer a navigator who had second sight to one who could see.
Yeah, because one with second sight can see through a storm.
Yeah. I don't know. The other 3 characters haven't seemed very interesting to me, but maybe. I'll have to see, since we don't know much about their cards yet.
Yeah.
You know, eventually I'm going to have to clear out all the stone and stuff underneath this as well.
How deep are we clearing this out?
I was thinking down to layer 20.
And we're on layer 40 something?
Something like that.
That's there. Okay. That sounds like a Paul project.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if this is deep. It's deep. It's a lot of stone to pick out once we're done with all this water. Usually I don't know what I'm talking about. Right now I'm just somewhat hungry.
That's usually one of the 3 main emotions of a college student.
Hunger, tired,
and oh my god, did I have something due today?
Yeah, hunger, tired, yeah.
And stress.
Yeah, basically.
I'm a college student. What are you? Fill in the blank. Hungry, tired, or stressed. All of the above.
Yeah.
Hey. That's mine.
Snooze, you lose, bucko.
Alright, fine.
I'm just waiting for us to accidentally go too far and then just water spill everywhere.
Yeah, that's something to be concerned about.
My torches.
But I don't think we can go too much further than this, actually. Dude, I almost hit you.
Don't worry, it's not like I'm a dog. I won't flip out and attack you. Maybe. I mean, I do have an iron sword, but you have armor that's enchanted and diamond.
Well, also,
You have
I've got...
a pony made of diamonds?
It's
you
got...
have a pony made of diamonds?
Well, if you hit me, I have thorns 3 on my armor.
I'll probably end up dying.
So I hit this guy, and then he killed me. Did he hit you with a sword? No, he just had thorns on his armor.
Killed me.
He just had thorns on his armor. I'm almost full up. Again. You can definitely tell though that this is no small project.
Oh yeah.
It's a Minecraft project.
Oh, of course.
Small doesn't factor into it.
Resources isn't even hard. He's like, yeah, like small doesn't make sense. It isn't logical to do small. You don't get on the internet and famous for doing something small and minimalistic.
Basically, I'm building something that mostly only gets built in creative mode.
Yeah.
And usually, they're building it from a creative world where it's already flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't have to flatten it out.
And they don't have to worry about caves. Oh, do you need some gravel?
Yeah.
I'm full up down here.
Sweet. I still have a bunch of spots left for gravel.
Okay.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 spots.
Let me put my flint with this piece of cobblestone in here. I got a rotten flesh too, so I guess I've got 3 spots left. I'm gonna have some tea now.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good idea. Take some up for myself.
I'm not serving you any.
You're pretty far away, I think. It'll take you too long to get it to me.
It'd be cold by then.
Yeah.
I know that we can keep going this way along this path right here until we get past the obsidian, because the obsidian is the very middle. I went something like 60 or 70 blocks.
Right now I'm getting obsidian. Not obsidian, tea, fuck me. Yeah. I don't know. Tea might as well be obsidian, it's fairly precious.
Okay, time to get back on up. You know, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna call this an episode and do another one later on.